Hey guys, Jonathan here, back with another video. Today I want to talk to you about scorekeeping, most importantly because it leads to that loss of curiosity. When you allow those wants, those desires, those needs, whatever you want to call them, to go unmet for such a long time, it builds resentment. Why is this such a big problem? Is because it shuts down curiosity. You come home from work and you stop asking your spouse how their day was, what's going on at work, how the kids were doing, what you can make for dinner. But where that starts, that loss of curiosity, it all stems from resentment, and resentment always shows up in the form of scorekeeping. So what do you want to do instead? Well, I've got two vows that I'm going to challenge you to adopt with your partner, with your wife, with your husband. The first vow is I vow to show up better today than I did yesterday. What that looks like is it's a very self-reflective question because it requires you to look at, what are you pouring into this relationship? And so if you're waking up every single day asking, how can I show up better today? Well, I mean, you're like half the battle done, because you're going to be self-reflective. You're going to say, oh crap, that was not the way I should have spoken to my wife. I'm going to try it this way tomorrow. And that's what relationships need. They need two people that show up every single day deciding to be extremely self-reflective. And I just think that when you take that on as your mission, you're putting your best foot forward because you decide that your partner deserves that. And so who wouldn't want to learn how to be a better partner? And then here you can be a little bit curious and use some of those how questions: what, when, where. How can I be more mindful? How can I show up better? What did I do yesterday that I could do better today? The second vow that I love is I vow to hold your well-being ahead of my own. You basically communicate to them that you are, from this moment onward, choosing them and cherishing them. You're basically saying to them that I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that your life is taken care of, that I've always got your back. You run into issues with in-laws, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, cousins, aunts, friends, coworkers. And when you build a bubble around your relationship saying that you're my number one, even above me, can you honor someone in any greater fashion? Now, I get a lot of pushback from that because a lot of people say, well, yeah, but if I put my partner ahead of my own well-being, who's taking care of me? Well, don't forget, these vows are for both of you to make. So I think of my wife in this example, if she's vowing to put my emotional well-being ahead of hers, and I don't do the same, I'm putting my emotional well-being ahead of hers. Now, two people have got my back, but no one's got hers. And so this is where the reciprocity of a relationship comes into play, because she's putting my emotional well-being ahead of hers. I'm doing the same for her, putting hers ahead of my own. Now we've got a reciprocity in our relationship, one in which there is a tremendous amount of thoughtfulness going on. Take the opportunity to sit down with one another and ask each other, can we make these vows to one another? I vow to hold your well-being ahead of my own, and I vow to show up better today in our relationship than I did yesterday. It's a simple 5-minute exercise that you guys can do together. Just plant the seeds and see what happens. So I hope this helped. If it did, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe. I'm putting out a video every single day here on YouTube. Of course, you can always come and follow me over on Instagram. That's where you can DM with me one-on-one. So if you have questions, relationship questions, I answer every single one. So come find me over there at Relationships with Jonathan, same username here on YouTube. And I'm also going to leave a link down below. That's going to be the link to my newsletter. Every Monday, put out a newsletter where I pour my heart and soul into just specific relationship advice that I pick for the week. If you want that, it's absolutely free. And I don't spam, I don't sell your information or anything. So go grab that link down below. I'm on a mission to save 1 million marriages, and you being along with me on this journey means the world to me. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.